Bring it down.
Look at all that kitchen space, which Sophie is loving. Can't get her out of it. Making bread every day.
It's so simple. Yeast, flour, water, turn it on, press the button, go. Come back later. The house smells amazing and you've got fresh bread. So.
Yep, and that's not the only reason that Soph's got a big belly. It's not all the bread.
It could be.
Come on the side, yeah. Look at that.
Yeah, Dad's mum's actually making lasagna on the weekend, so I'm hoping she doesn't come before then because it's my favourite meal.
They do say when your wife's pregnant, the guy puts on weight and it's to do with hormones and it's like sympathetic weight getting ready for the baby, but I'm pretty sure the reason the guy puts on weight is to do with how much the female is eating and also how much they are nesting, baking breads, cookies, and just about everything else, because every single day Sophie has baked something different and it's really hard to have self-control and not try what she's made. So I think there's been a bit of sympathetic weight. I don't think it's hormones. I think it's just when someone around you is eating all the time and making yummy food, you tend to put on more weight. So yeah. What's the brekkie?
Smashed avo on toast with poached eggs and tomatoes. Mid-mouthful. Nailed it.
Nothing that gives you more anxiety than hearing that go boop as you're like putting food up to your mouth and what. Hello. And he is who we are house sitting for. We're looking after you while your parents are away, aren't we? And David really likes to be around people almost constantly. So he has a bed in every room in the house so that if we're in it, he can come and snuggle on down and sleep in there, which is quite cute. And if we go out for 5 minutes or 10 minutes or half an hour, we come back, we are greeted by the most excited little dog you've ever seen, which I'll try and capture for you if we go out today. So lots to update them on.
Lots.
First of all, house sitting. Where are we?
We are about a 5-minute drive from the hospital in Barrel where I'm going to give birth. And where you were born.
Where I was born, my hometown, and close to our Australian side of the family. So they're very happy that we're around for the birth of their first grandchild and first great-grandchild for my grandparents.
First half of pregnancy, we were on the road. It's really nice now to be around your family and to have that family meals every week. It's, maybe a part of my nesting, but I'm enjoying it more.
The reason we decided to get a house sit and to be in one place is we realized very quickly throughout the pregnancy process that with midwife appointments and registering at a hospital to give birth, they don't quite get the idea of you being travelers and being in different places, because you need to register at a hospital, and if you say you might be here or you might be there and you're looking at a few hospitals, it does get pretty difficult pretty quickly. So do you want to explain house sitting a little bit, like how it works?
There's a few different websites, Trusted House Sitters, Aussie House Sitters, and when someone goes on holiday for 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months or longer, they get someone to come in and live in their house, look after their animals, water the plants.
Especially if they have pets.
You get to live in the accommodation in exchange for looking after the property and the pets.
Exactly. And we first got introduced to it when we wanted a bit of a break from being in a caravan, because, you know, when you're in a caravan for a long period and you're constantly traveling, you just get a little bit tired of constantly filling up water, constantly emptying the toilet and so on. And you just want maybe like 2 weeks of sitting on a couch and having running water just on tap and showers that you don't have to worry that you're depleting all your reserves. So it's a great little break from full-on traveling life, and without it, it'd be really hard to kind of be traveling all the time and then have to come back to places for big life events like giving birth. It's all well and good now when it's kind of we're in a house, but in the lead up to this, there's quite a bit of stress.
So the obvious one, or maybe not the obvious one, is we had a house sit booked in for over the birth, which we were really excited about because that was a period that I was a little bit nervous about, make sure we had our own space. And then through no fault of their own, the house sitters had to cancel because they were injured, so they couldn't go on their trip, which then meant about 7 weeks before we were due to move in, we didn't have anywhere to live. We're lucky that we've got those grandparents and mum down the road, so in the worst case scenario, we can always go and live with family and it's not too bad. But at the same time, it then does mean you've got to go back to the drawing board almost and find somewhere else to live.
Yeah. Whilst trying to juggle where you're going to be to give birth, where you're going to be for the pregnancy, which midwife appointments you're going to go to, because that was down in Kiama, and now we're up in Bowral.
So we were looking at giving birth down in Wollongong or Shoalhaven. Now we're looking at Bowral because we're here. So it's affected quite a few things just because of the position that we're in with being pregnant and also looking for houses.
Yeah, and to further add to the fact that it's not all roses, it's nice when it's working out, but we're in this place for 7 weeks. You're due tomorrow. We've got maybe 2.5 weeks after that we're still in this house sit. Then we've got a gap
of 6 weeks.
6 weeks. Then we've got another house set down in Nowra, which is a beautiful place with a pool in the sun, which we're really looking forward to. But for those 6 weeks in between, we're going to have to stay with family again, with a little one. And the logistics, like everything with, living on the road and traveling, the logistics of this are pretty significant. Trying to meet up with people to make sure that they're happy for you to look after their house and their pet. And then, people pulling out. You have to be very
flexible.
Woosah, chilled, and just let things, water off a duck's back. Have a backup plan B for just about everything. And if things start, like with traveling, when things start going wrong, you just pivot and move on. And I think traveling for the last 3 years has really helped us adapt when things go wrong. We kind of just we might whinge and moan for the first, half an hour to a day. But then we just get on with it and move on and work out what's next. So, wanted to say it's not all sunshine and rainbows with house sitting and the logistics and organizing everything, especially through pregnancy with all the hormones and emotions. But for all intents and purposes, it has worked out really well for us. So since you saw us last, we have sold the caravan.
We have.
Yeah. Final preparations for selling the van.
Sad as a
Is it sad?
It's an end of an era. That first experience on the road. But moving on to bigger and better things, literally bigger things.
Bigger and way better things. Finish the outside. Sophie's doing the inside, and we are almost ready for potential buyers to come down today at 12 to look at the van. Never sold a van before, so have no idea what the process is going to be like, but fingers crossed they buy it. We cleaned it, painted everything, made it as nice as possible, got everything fixed that we could, and sold it on to a really lovely couple who are hopefully getting a lot of use and love out of it.
Yeah, they're about to go on a big lap.
So what's next?
We're not buying a house.
No.
We're not getting our own dog.
We're not settling down and getting a dog, getting a house, and doing this.
Are we buying another caravan?
Are we buying another caravan? No, we are not. We're not buying another caravan.
Narrow it down. Did we decide to buy a catamaran?
The sailing is definitely still up there, and I'm not going to rule it out entirely because it's something we really want to do. But we did decide not to do boat life full time this year.
So what did we decide? What have we done?
Well, we have flown across to England to look at an ex-army truck, and we went and saw a couple of them at Ministry of Defence's MOD, a couple of their auctions, and these trucks are just...
They're tanks.
Absolutely great pieces of kit. I guess the closest example you would have over here would be like a Unimog, but it's way, way bigger. Because this here is a gun turret.
I think Chris is on the roof. It feels like Christmas Day when you play with a new toy. We don't own it yet.
If it doesn't rise up,
Bit of scale. Have to crouch down. They're absolutely massive.
So we bought a truck. We bought a truck while we were over there. So there'll be a whole nother video on what truck we've picked. the color options, what the guys are doing for us over in the UK, and then also kind of the layout and what we want to build into the van. We have found a company that does the structural engineering to be able to put a big habitation unit on the back, so that when the wheels go one way, the hab kind of sits on top and it kind of flexes independently, so you're not throwing everything from side to side. And then the plan is fly to England, do our truck driver's license.
A heavy goods move.
Yeah, going to do a heavy goods license.
Yeah.
Pick up our truck and then do the full internal build, taking you guys with us the whole step of the way.
And how much experience do we have?
How much experience do we have building anything? That'd be 0. How much experience do we have building out the inside of a expedition truck? 0. Do we have much experience with general tools? Not really.
I could probably paint.
That's not. I guess a paintbrush is a tool. So very limited experience. I feel like I kind of know how most things work, but definitely not to the level we need to. So we're going to pick up our truck, then we're going to build out the entire inside from walls to plumbing systems, cabinetry, beds, and we've got some really exciting plans.
Yeah.
But that's not in this video, but that is the future plan. So stay tuned for that, because it's going to be
hilarious.
Yeah, I mean, there's going to be some highs and there's going to be some big lows, because we figured what better time than when the little one, we haven't settled on a name yet.
We have not.
But what better time when she is young, before the ages of like 4 and 5, when we might have to think about schooling, to really just
show her the world, literally.
Yeah. You know, grow up with a curious mind, lots of life experiences, lots of cultural experiences, and just generally a little wild child who is super confident and precocious and just has probably not all these memories, because, you know, you think back to you as a kid, do you remember everything? But I think it bleeds through to your personality.
I think it definitely shaped your personality.
Yeah.
We've met some amazing kids on the road. The more you talk to people that are already doing it, just shows you what's possible.
So definitely one to watch. So today we are going to head out to one of our favorite spots, seeing it's going to be 27-28, and maybe go for a bit of a dip.
Dad will probably dip, and I will probably waddle around the outside, because I'm not sure if freezing cold water is good for baby. I'm not sure.
Oh God, yeah, don't go into labour out of the waterfall, because then I'm going to drive, 30-40 minutes back down the dirt roads, vibrating.
We'll see. But we'll update you on all the pregnancy stuff too, because we haven't really spoken a lot about it, and obviously our life's a bit different to most. We've been on the road travelling, we've been going to different hospitals. Yeah, and we'll talk about how we're feeling.
Is it harder being pregnant and travelling, trying to organise everything whilst planning to do a couple of years travelling around Europe and building a truck? Yes, so we'll update you on, I guess, just how pregnancy's gone so far. But first of all, let's get in the car and go to the waterfall.
Down to Belmore Falls, but not the Belmore Falls where we got our fine. We have learnt
The sneaky little waterfall just above, or just past Belmore, and there's a little car park just off to the left where there's no one in at the moment, so I think we might have it to ourselves today, which is always good.
Yeah.
Crossing over said log here, a little bit harder when you're pregnant, isn't it? So?
Yeah, especially your brain takes a while to catch up to your body. Your brain still thinks that you're not pregnant, and then it takes things like this to remind you, actually, no.
Actually, that is difficult. Look at that belly as well.
Kilos in there.
That is definitely due.
It's ready to pop.
That bun is cooked. It's ready to go. Hopefully, we don't go into labour while we're down at this waterfall.
Still loves his ferns.
It's kind of like all the way as far as the eye can see. Can't really resist it. And it's not the first time I've videoed these ferns either. Every time I come, I still look at them and go, that's cool. Take the boy out of the fern, but you can't take the fern out of the boy? That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it just rolls off the tongue.
Oh yeah, that old saying.
What's cool about the tree?
You always filming me when I'm getting B-roll shots. It's just all these little like epiphytes and runners and creepers that have grown along it and all the mosses. You'll have to look at the shots. The shots make it look a lot cooler than I can explain, but with the light hitting it, a bit of sun, these little things, I just think it's cool. It really tells the tropical rainforesty story of this place. I love this place. You know, this cool little waterfall there that you can kind of climb behind and sit under the waterfall. You can go up top if you want to get more sun. And then there's this little pool down here with a rock ledge that you can sit on and just dip your feet in if you don't want to get in, because I feel like it will be pretty cold. So it might be like a dip in, get out, sit in the sun type deal. But this is definitely one of my zen places. And there's, especially not on weekends. On weekends, there's a lot of tourists because someone posted on a blog about it. Bloody tourists like us, usually everywhere we go.
People filming places and documenting it, hey?
Yeah,
God.
people filming it and showing other people where it is. Bloody people.
You believe you gotta let go. Light as a feather, light as a feather. Lucid dreaming over Tokyo.
Put my feet up.
A little bit of a rest.
The smallest activities now really take it out of me. It's hard to get used to, but whew.
How are you feeling after the walk?
I'm okay. I'm okay. You think about it, I'm actually quite lucky that I'm due tomorrow and I'm still out doing stuff.
Yeah, I was going to say you've just done a very short hike, but still a hike to a waterfall day before you're due.
Yeah, and that's it. The most important thing I've been reading about is just keeping active, like not ever stopping. So just knowing what your body can do and just doing little bits each day. So that's what we're doing. Little bits each day. It's my outie.
You're fascinated by the fact that you now have an outie belly button, don't you?
Yeah. They're a bit annoying because when you wear fitted clothes, it really shows. So I'm hoping it disappears when the baby goes, but I'm just fascinated by the whole pregnancy. What your body goes through and the science behind it is mind-blowing. That's why I was saying to Dunks the other day, I haven't minded all the aches and the pains, you know, and the uncomfort and the having to give up loads of stuff, because I find it all really interesting. And I wonder how I'll go with the second child if I'm able to have a second, because it won't be as new and novel, so maybe I'll get fed up with pregnancy a lot quicker.
So, do we feel ready to be parents? Because we might be parents tomorrow.
Yeah.
Do we feel ready to have a little girl?
Can you ever be ready for something you've never done before?
No, I think that's the truest statement, that we always have the kind of fear and the, I don't know, are we ready? I think all parents would always have that, like, what are we doing? Do we know what we should be doing? But
It's made me appreciate my parents so much more, because as a child, you have no idea that your parents have no idea.
have no idea. Yeah. They're just faking it till they make it, baby.
And now I'm in their same position. I go, wow, like they would have been going through all these same scary feelings, being not sure, trying to work it out. I feel bad for being a naughty child.
That's one thing. You have a lot more respect for your parents once you've gone through it or are going through it. And you almost want to be like, sorry for being such a little shit when I was a kid.
Right?
And not showing as much love for everything you went through. So
Yeah. Thanks, Mum and Dad.
to our parents out there, we have a newfound respect. Not that we didn't have it before, but we just get it. We get it a lot more now. We get it. So love you guys.
It's really cold. And if I don't feel like going in, I'm just going to say it's best for the baby. I'm doing what's best for the baby. But in actual fact, I just don't want to get really cold.
This moment when you're like trying to talk yourself into, you're like 3, 2, 1, and you don't.
How is she?
It's cold. It's weird.
It's not like you not to stay in.
No, it's you would acclimatise, but it's fresh. It is fresh. You'd have to spend about 10 minutes in there before it starts feeling like, well, you go numb and then you sleep.
I'm the landscape you need to see. And there it is, my love.
I realise I've never really shared how we fell pregnant. So us getting pregnant took over a year. GP ran all the normal tests. There was no issues. My ovaries are fine. There was no cancer or polycystic ovaries. There was nothing wrong. I went to see an acupuncturist and a natural doctor. They wouldn't settle for just okay with test results. They were really trying to push you to be 10 out of 10 rather than just fine. So, for instance, my thyroid was out. My iron levels weren't great. I had a heap of different Chinese herbs that I was using, and I did acupuncture once or twice a week for about a month and a half. Again, we were moving states, so I could go and see the gynecologist, a naturopath, and the acupuncturist whilst I was in Queensland. But then a month after, we were going down to South Australia. So again, you're trying to find doctors and continue a routine, but with a different medical practitioners who don't really know your journey. And so I was taking all this herbs, got back into travelling, sort of put getting pregnant off the back of my mind. Back with Duncan's grandparents and had the caravan on the driveway, so it's not a very romantic setting. And then we got COVID, so we were in a pretty bummed out place. We try again, and then we fall pregnant. So each day in the lead up to getting my period, I had this really metallic taste in my mouth. Woke up today and everything I'm drinking, and even when I lick my lips, they taste really metallic. I don't want to get excited, but I have read that getting a metallic taste is an early sign of being pregnant. Like, I thought it was the water. I don't think it's the water, because now I got nothing on and it tastes so it's like I'm licking a coin. It's really weird. Anyway, I started to have normal period pains and thought, I'm due on. I'm not going to be pregnant. I don't think I'm pregnant. I'm getting tummy pains, so not only will we not be having a baby, I'll be having a period. And the pains that go with it. Double blow. Okay. But then each day was different. And I ended up doing a pregnancy test without telling Duncan, actually. So I thought I'll just take myself off quietly, do a pregnancy test, and it was positive.
Dunk, can I borrow you a sec?
You're fucking kidding me. Holy shit.
Hasn't even been 3 minutes yet.
It's not fun. That's crazy. At least we know that it works. Well, fingers crossed. Hey, you filming? What? Yeah, guys. I knew something was up when you had that out. I thought there was like, what, low-key gone to the toilet almost.
This is so early. I have to go to the doctors and get it verified.
Crazy. I don't know what to say.
Feeling quite sad that the pregnancy is coming to an end. I think because there's nothing else quite like it, and I've had a really good run. No pregnancy is the same. Mine has genuinely, touched wood, so far all been really low risk. And baby's great. Every time we go to the midwife, she's measuring well, she's in the right position, she's like an A-grade student. And I think because of that, and I haven't had terrible nausea, etc., I'm really, really, really looking forward to being a mom and really excited for this next chapter, showing our little girl the world. I guess it's the knowing that something good's about to happen. It's the excitement you get in spring before summer, when you know something great's about to happen, so you're excited, or the week before Christmas as a kid. It's a really weird feeling to not know when she's about to come. It could be today or it could be another week. Just have no idea. I just can't wait to get in the truck, be back on the road, and to see her little face light up with excitement and awe at the places we take her to. Yeah, parenting's going to be magical. I'm getting really emotional. Yeah, I'm excited. And actually, she's just started kicking. I think babies can feel your emotions. No, I know they can. We're told they can. And I think she can tell that I'm happy. Anyway.
The bump gets in the way. You would not believe how many times Sophie has turned around and like hit me with the bumped into the side of like the bench top. If I get a really good beer belly one day, I'll understand what it's like to have this thing like kind of out the front of you, swinging about.
I've had it for a few months now and I'm still not used to it.
So yeah, by the time you get used to it, she'll be out and it'll be going back down. Feeling pretty zen after then in the water.
We're just trying to find the car keys. They're either in Duncan's bag, in my bag. Were they on the side? Are they over there?
No. So, don't think they're in your bag. Pretty sure they're not in mine. Now there's only two places. Somewhere on the trail, which I doubt, but possibly. Or we could go on the back seat after we get out of the car and we close the car. The car has an auto lock feature, which may or may not be on at the moment, because I remember we turned it off some point way back in WA or South Australia. It may have come back on in a service or anything like that. So realistically, if they are on the back seat, they could be completely locked in the car and we're going to have to get someone to come out and get us. Adding insult to injury, there's no reception out here. So if we do not, we're going to have to go for a walk to get some reception to call someone to come and get us. And then we've got to work out if we've got spare keys somewhere, which I'm sure we do, but wherever the hell they are.
Baby, stay in there. Okay, let's go.
The question is, who is driving and who put the keys on the back seat?
Yeah, let's play the blame game.
Yeah. I don't know what is worse, because if we've locked the keys in the car, then it's going to be a huge issue to try and get back to get our spares and come back to the car and get in and drive home and so and so and so, and we have to ask people to help us, blah, blah, blah. But if we have just left them on the back seat and it's been unlocked, it means the car's been unlocked the whole time, and God knows what we've got in the car that would be worth stealing. Yeah, probably my wallet's probably still in the car, a bunch of other things, camera equipment. So not sure why I am. Actually, I do know. I know exactly what I want to happen. I want to get there and the car be open and the keys be on the back seat. However, that would be pretty bad from our perspective, having walked away from the car and left everything open for the last couple of hours.
Moment of truth. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
The car's open, the car's here, the keys.
Try on the right hand side because that's where I was. I think it's my fault. Yeah, it's my fault.
It was literally under a jumper on that side where you were getting your stuff out. I'm gonna give you a pass though, it's baby brain, but I was just thinking we have been traveling for 3 years in a car with one set of keys, and we have never lost these keys or locked them in the car. And I was gonna say, it's just like, it would have been sod's law that the one time we're back here and we do some filming and go out somewhere where there's no reception, a little bit remote, and we would have lost them or locked them in the car. So all's well that ends well, eh? So I won't let you live it down. I'll give you all the caveats, pregnancy, baby brain, but I'm not letting you live this one down. You're gonna have to, yeah.
It'll be regaled at my funeral, hey?
Oh, well, next time we park the car and be like, you have keys? Sure, the keys? You definitely got the keys? Give me the keys. Just left the keys. Sorry, brain's not working. Just left the car. So got the keys. Yeah, these things.
Oh, is that what you do?
Yeah, and look,
Okay.
lock, keys in pocket.
Okay, repeat after me.
Take keys out of car, lock, keys in pocket. So, let's see, I can hear David already. He's very excited. Daddy,
We've been gone for 2-3 hours.
can you hear? Ready? Hello. Hello. Hi. Hello. 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 Who's excited? Who's excited? Who's
We just
excited?
wanted to get back
Who's
to you.
excited? Who's excited? Hey, excited? Excited? Excited?
Hi.
It's like we've been gone forever, isn't it? It's like we've been gone forever.
It's like we're your owners.
And now he'll follow us forever.
We're back.
Oh, it's okay. You're relaxing a bit now, aren't you? Hey, you're relaxing a bit? There we go. Some good boy treats. Kangaroo snacks. You ready? Gonna catch it? No. Right, last one. Last chance to catch it, right? You ready? Sorry. Oh, good boy. That was a good catch, wasn't it? That was a good catch. We hope you've enjoyed this kind of update video. We know that we probably won't be posting for a while after the birth of the little one.
Yeah.
She'll take up all our time, and we will try and get some videos out, but we're definitely not going to prioritize it. So do bear with us. And the only thing I guess we haven't really talked about is for anyone who's kind of watched all our videos, if you have, then thank you. And mainly our parents or grandparents, the family members that watch them. For you guys, we are going to post the rest of our Australia trip. For those of you who don't know, we filmed up until Esperance, and then we jumped forward in time. You know, the hair was probably due away or something, grew my hair back. But we'd actually filmed...
So we went all the way up to Mount Caradini, came back down, we were through the Red Centre, great
Uluru, Great Central, Unadilla, Cooper We did all of South Australia.
South Australia for 3 months.
Yeah.
And we just got too far behind on our editing.
Yeah. In all honesty, editing does take us far longer than it should. Hopefully the quality shows in the videos, but it is a lot of it's very time intensive editing, and we just got too far behind. So we really wanted to kind of keep you up to date with our exciting news and what we're doing and bring you into real time. We hope you appreciate that in the future, we will still get those videos done and kind of put them out whilst we're doing all the fun things with showing you guys what we're building with the truck. That video is going to be epic. We've got everything we're doing with the engineering company over in the UK, the colors we've picked. I built a 3D model of the truck and the outside of the truck and the inside. So we've been playing around with color options and decals and all that cool stuff. So we'll bring that in a separate video, and we will still get you the traveling around Australia stuff, because particularly South Australia,
Oh, it's mind blowing.
our favorite state, I think.
Yeah.
So we'll get that done, and we hope you kind of understand why we've jumped ahead, and that video editing takes so much of our time, and we're trying to fit it in around life. So hope you appreciate that. If not, then whatever.
If not now,
Yeah.
then when? I thought you were going to say something really corny.
No. I was going to say, if you don't like it, then stop watching now, because that's what's happening. I was trying to say it in a nice way. Yeah, no, if you don't like it, then hit the dislike button twice,
Yeah, twice.
and the like button.
4 times or 6 if you really hate it. Make sure to even them.
Yeah, and the like button, just hit that once. That's fine. So that's us. We'll catch you in the next one. See you guys.